Today I'm going to be showing everybody how to make outdoor winter shelters for feral cats using styrofoam coolers. You can get these coolers for free at your local hospitals by contacting their shipping and receiving department, telling them what you're doing and giving them your phone number, and they will reserve these coolers for you. But when they call you, you need to pick them up that day because they don't have a lot of space to be holding these for people. And as you can see, the cats will crawl in them. These coolers are very thick, so it's great insulation. I don't like using the plastic totes and the Coleman Rubbermaid coolers because plastic totes, let's face it, plastic's not an insulator. And if you don't put in enough straw or the straw gets wet or something happens, they can't stay warm. So these are better, and I've had some problems with the Coleman coolers because they got drain plug holes, so that lets moisture in at the bottom of a Coleman cooler, and their lids, when their lids aren't the kind of lids that you can actually take off, if they're attached to the cooler, moisture gets in the lid area, gets into the cooler. These are by far and away the best outdoor winter shelters for feral cats. But you need to go ahead and seal them good too as well. So basically, when you put the drain pipe opening in, you buy these drain pipes at Home Depot. In the lawn and garden section, they're $8.97. They come in 2 feet length. You can get them to cut them down for you in 8-inch lengths. And then you're going to trace them with a black Sharpie marker along the outside parameter where you want to put them. You don't want to put them low because then the snow's going to pack in them. You want to put them up high. And then you trace it with the black magic marker. You're just going to need a kitchen steak knife. You cut it out with that kitchen steak knife, a sharp. Don't use a serrated one because then you're going to have jagged cuts and it's going to be not good. Just use a sharp steak knife. And then you're going to use duct tape, heavy duty strength duct tape. Tape it in place. I had white duct tape at home because I use that to mark my traps when I'm doing TNR, trap, neuter, and return for my cats. So you tape it with the duct tape around. You tape the lid in place with the duct tape too. These coolers that I got from the hospital had like a little ledge, 4 ledges. So I got couple pieces of duct tape and put it where the crevices were for the lids. And there was 4 of these on all the way around the cooler. And then I taped the duct tape all the way around the lid on top of that where I did the crevices. So you want to have the lid taped very securely in place to keep wind, rain, and moisture out, okay? And these up high enough so the snow doesn't get in. But we had a terrible blizzard here in Michigan, and snow did get inside of one of my coolers, and I had to, scrape it out. I had to pull the straw out and put in fresh straw because it got in there as well. So you definitely want to make sure that you're keeping an eye on your shelters, okay? Because you just don't know. Like I said, I had one and snow was packed in. So luckily I had other shelters there and the cats were okay. But the one where the snow got in when we had the blizzard, the snow was just packed in the opening. The straw was wet. Had to pull everything out, dry it all out with paper towels, put in fresh straw, and reposition the cooler in another area to make sure that it wasn't vulnerable to getting in wind, rain, or snow, because that can happen. So you want to check on your shelters periodically, making sure that they're dry, especially after a heavy rain or snow. And if you have to, you're going to have to put in fresh straw, pull out the old, dry it off with paper towels, and put in the new. At the end of every fall season, you're going to have to do that anyway. You're going to have to pull out the old and put in the new. Otherwise, you can have problems with fleas and, a flea infestation in there. So pull out the old straw, but make sure you shine a flashlight inside to make sure there's no cats or possums or anything in there. You don't want to get bit. And then if you see that there's nobody in there, you go ahead and pull out the old straw. Or you can go ahead and pull the tape off and, put in the new straw and then retape everything again. I only do that if necessary because I'm kind of lazy, I guess. I'll just pull out the old straw and then put in the new. And I only retape if I have to. So if it's looking like it's, weathered, then I'm going to go ahead and pull it off and redo the tape on the lid and everything like that. And then to put these in the community, you want to keep them hidden from people. You want to position them in between trees and bushes snug so that they can't tip over or get blown over from the wind. If you can't do that, put some pavers on top and hide them so that people don't see them. You don't want people to see these coolers in the community. They may not like what you're doing, okay? And you want to position the opening so that they're pointing towards trees and bushes or the forest, the woods, whatever, so the cats can run out freely to safety. You don't want these openings pointed towards the street or the sidewalk so that cats can, get hurt. So be very mindful of that. And if you're taking care of feral cats in your community, I need to go ahead and put the drain pipe on this. And I was just showing these as models as I'm working on them today. You're going to want to do trap, neuter, and return. You can get these cats spayed and neutered for free or low cost in your community. I live in Michigan, so I contacted the Michigan Humane Society, and they do it all for free. They test for heartworm, feline leukemia, feline immunovirus, give them a rabies vaccine, and spay them and neuter them. And it's all for free. You just sign up at michiganhumane.org/TNR. Scroll down to the bottom, put your information in, and they'll contact you back. And then you just drive to one of their facilities in Detroit or Rochester Hills or Westland or Howell, Michigan. And it doesn't matter where you're coming from in the state of Michigan. They'll accept you. And all you're going to do is be investing in your gas mileage for that, okay? And so make sure that you do that. It's very important because you don't want a lot of cats breeding. It's the expense for food, and it's time consuming and everything for building more shelters and the cost for everything. So the food especially. And I guess if you have any questions, I surely wouldn't mind answering them. So please leave them in the comment section. I will answer them. Cats will use these coolers. Believe me, they will. You just saw one go in, crawl in, and get out. And I would love it if you guys would like and subscribe to my channel. I'll have other things on there for you to view for feral cats. Also some funny jokes and stuff. But just keeping everybody updated on some things that I find out. Again, it's a really good resource getting these coolers from your hospital, contacting your shipping and receiving department of your local hospitals, and getting these coolers for yourself for free. And they are very good, very thick. Again, I really appreciate everybody watching. And please like and subscribe this video and share it with your friends. Thanks. Have a great day.